Hello friends, welcome you all to ChessTraps video. This is the second part of the video, that is checkmate with the knight, bishop and the king. So in this video our purpose is to bring the black's king to the corner of which our colored bishop is. In this case we are having a dark colored bishop, so we have to bring the black to the dark colored corner. So here he is trying to go to the light square. So the first of all what we will do is to bring all our pieces closer to the king. So let's do it one by one. He plays b8. We will bring our king closer, and now once we have brought our king closer, now we will bring the other two pieces closer to the king. So how? Let's start with the knight and now the bishop. So what we have to keep in mind is not to get a stalemate, because if you have learned this principle, then this is not a draw for you, this is a winning position for you, and you do not have to make your winning position to a stalemate position. So where we can bring our bishop? Probably here first, and when he moves to b8, we will cover the light colored corner by our knight. So bringing knight to c7. Now this is covering this square, so king has to move here, and after he goes here he can run from d7, so we have to create a position. So bringing our king close, now he will again try to go and run this way, so we will not let him do that. How? By when he goes here, we will cover this square by our bishop. So bishop to e3 is covering e7 square, and when he goes to c8, now we will cover this square too. So how we can cover this square is by playing bishop to a7, and by this way we have covered these two squares. So king has to move here, and when he moves here, now you have to keep in mind one thing, one simple principle I am going to tell you all, and if you keep this in mind you will never fail from here. What you have to do after this is to bring our knight in the pattern of W. How? Let me show you. Our knight will create a W pattern. First he will come here, then here, then here, and then here, and then we will checkmate it. So let's start. What we have to play is knight to d5. Now we are covering this square, so king cannot escape from here, and he will try to go to e8. And when he goes to e8, we will bring our king closer. After bringing our king closer, you all must be thinking that he can run this way, but this will not be the case. Just hold on with me and I will tell you how. You have to just now start focusing a little bit harder here. When he goes here, what our principle says is to create W by our knight, so we will play here, and now we are covering this square, so he cannot run this way, but he can run this way, so he will run. And now you can see how our knight is protecting the squares from the white king. Our knight is protecting this square and this square. So how we can run away from this square, and how we can cover this square? We can cover this square by our bishop, which we are having. So bishop comes to e3, protecting this square. Now you can see the cage our knight, king and bishop all together have made. So this is the beauty, and now he can only run to these two squares. So let's see when he pushes back to this square. Now what our knight is protecting is these two squares, and what our king is protecting is this square. So we have to cover this file so that he cannot run again. Now we will bring our bishop to d4, and by this way now we have created a wall by our bishop and the knight. Now he can only go upwards to f8 square, so he will come to f8, and after this we will bring our king closer, and again he tries to run e8, and now cannot come here, but he can escape from here. So what we have to do is play bishop to b6, and now we are covering this square. So again he has to come to this square back, and when he comes here again, you know the principle to bring our knight and play a W wall again. So knight to f5, and when he tries to remain in the center, we have this square covered. We just have to give check by our knight. Knight to g7 check, and he has only this square left because all the rest of the squares are covered. So again he will come here. So now we will again defend our knight and as well as create a position for the king by bringing f6, and now he cannot run here because our knight is protecting this square, and he cannot come this way because our king has created a position also. So what he will do is bring his king to g8, and after this the key move that you have to remember is from here he can escape from this way all along. So you have to protect this square, and this square can be protected by playing king to g6, and after this he will again come here, and after this he can run this way but not here. Why? Because our bishop will protect this square, and now this whole diagonal is covered, and also our knight is protecting this square. So he has to come back, and when he comes back, now he has only left with two squares, that is g8 and h8. So we have to take away that g8 square from the king, and after that we have to take the h8 square. So first our bishop is nicely guarding this square, so we can free away our knight, and we can play knight to f5, and after this when he moves here, we will play a waiting move, because if we play h8, then this square will be covered and no squares will be left for the king, so it will be a stalemate. So we have to play a waiting move, and that waiting move may be bishop to e7, and when he comes here, we will give check by our knight, and he has only one square, that is h8, and when he goes to h8, the check from our bishop is checkmate. So this was how you can checkmate black from bishop and knight. So hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe, and keep me motivated. And if you want me to make endgame video on any other topic, you can comment me and I will make a video on that topic also. Till then, keep playing chess and keep your mind healthy. Thank you.